What's good, everybody? You already know you're rocking with your boy, Trey 57 Productions. Get with it or get left behind. Happy Saturday. Helicopter flying above. That's a police chopper. Point of this video, put it this way. This is a message for y'all. Yes, your boy Trey 57 is in good spirits. I want all of y'all to smile. Today, smile. Reason why I say that is because we was all put here by a creator. The creator of all things, no matter what you call him or her or it. Just know that the creator, I'll just say God. We know the definition of a God, so we can say the word God. God has a plan. It's always been his will or no way at all. It's God's will first. No matter how selfish we get, no matter how angry we get, some of us just can't accept the fact that it is what it is. A friend of mine told me that back in the day. He said, it is what it is. And ever since he said that, I've been thinking about that, off and on throughout the years. Like, damn, that's powerful. And one of the reasons why it's powerful, because that's facts. That's real. It is what it is. It's going to be what it is, whether you, me, him, she, whatever they want. It's not going to be our way. It's going to be the way it is. Everything is going to unfold the way it unfolds. Everything in life happens for a reason. I made a poem back in like 2000, right before the country got shut down. And that same week that the country got shut down, I made a poem. And I look back at that now, and I be like, damn, you really did knew this was coming. Not this, but you knew of it, but you knew it was coming, but you didn't know they was going to do this. And I want y'all to bear with me so y'all know none of this is scripted. This is straight off the top. This is me speaking from the heart. And I got all kinds of messages and spiritual things that I want to get out, but something else is trying to intervene and stop me from saying what I want to say. Let me know in the comments if y'all ever experienced that. You was on the verge of saying something and then something derailed what you had to say, and you end up talking about something else, but you really had something you wanted to get out, but you couldn't get it out because you had all kind of other thoughts going through your mind. But I'm going to try my best to remember what I was trying to say back when the country got shut down. I don't even remember what I was on. I apologize. If I come back to it, then I will. But I do know what I was talking about. That everything in life happens for a reason. And it's out of our control. We just roll with the punches. We duck, we dodge. We duck. We duck. Ooh, there you go. We duck. I ain't dancing. We duck. We dodge. Is that how you duck? You duck and you duck. You dodge a punch. Ooh, 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 ooh. Anyway, we roll with the punches that's thrown at us in this life, and Nobody asks for um, the problems and the issues that come with life. Things happen whether you a fly straight man, woman. Negative is always going to be here. You just got to know how to hurdle them. Indulgent. That's what I was getting at. That word hurdle got me. I had said something in this poem. I said there are things in life that happens for a reason. And how did it go? I got it written down in there, y'all. It was sort of something like I said. I sort of said something like the obstacles that's in front of us, we can hurdle them, and whatever obstacles is thrown at us, we hurdle them and keep it going. It's something like that. Or you could go back in my videos back in like 2019, 2018, 19, somewhere around there, right when the country got shut down. I don't remember, it's been so long. But I spoke about that in one of my poems, and I was talking about, oh, things in life happen for a reason, to show and teach people a lesson. That's it. Things in life happen to you to show and teach. There are some things in life that happen to show and teach people a lesson. And whether you learned it or not, then, but I will say this, if you didn't learn it, it's going to keep happening. I used to say, what if this is all a rerun? Why we all have deja vu? What if you keep getting brought back here because you didn't get it right the first time? And then one day, and you like 13 years old, and you go ask your mom or your dad, why did I remember doing this? Why do I remember you making the same meal and handing me my plate the same way, and then smacking my hand, and then maybe giving me something, then maybe me showing you something that was all in the same pattern, not one word missed? Why did I have that, mom or dad? And they can't explain it. They just say, I don't know, baby, because they're still repeating the same. They didn't catch on yet or have a deja vu where they thought to themselves, and then one day you come back and you like, boom. I believe I'm at that point as well, where I already know I'm repeating, or this is just the second go round. But I have had visions and seen things that I know I haven't been through yet. So just maybe multiple times I've came back. I do remember telling y'all I have had some near-death experiences, and maybe they weren't near death. Maybe I did. I don't mean necessarily I checked out completely, but just, you get it. Most people wouldn't survive the things I've been through. And the same go with them having the same things, that similar things, that just they had near-death experiences. So I'm not the only one. I'm not special. I'm just saying, y'all, I done been through a lot. I could tell y'all some things. There was a time when I woke up, I was taught what hell was. Nobody knows what hell is, heaven or hell. We were taught that. You know, when you come out of the womb, you didn't know what heaven or hell was. Somebody taught you that. And then let's just go back to the first man or woman that was ever put here. They didn't know what heaven or hell was. Somebody taught them that. So the question is, who is they? That's the first question. And then this part, I questioned, am I in hell? I've questioned that before. And I don't necessarily mean hell. I mean, if you want to call it we died, I don't believe we died. But I have questioned what is going on here. Because there are things that are happening right now. And then I know some people might say, well, now you starting to realize when shit hits close to home, it's real. Well, it was always real to me, whether it hit home or not. Anything happening to an individual or things going on in the world was always important to me. Like, wow, that shouldn't happen. That's crazy. That's bad. Well, what did they do? They owed that much money? Why he walked down the street and that car hit him and stuff like that? Like, what I'm getting at, y'all, I have questioned reality many times. Not the pinch, the touch, I've even questioned some people about some things that they have been in the vicinity with me when this happened, and they don't remember the way I did. What part got left out? What changed? Or y'all part of this? Like, am I really here? Am I really not here? Is this just something that you just don't remember the way I do? Did you see a different vision of what I seen? Was your glimpse different than mine? But all I want to say is that what I was saying is I question reality, y'all. I really did. I've had some near-death experiences, and I told y'all this before. When I was a young buck, I choked on a screw. I choked on an ice cube. Almost drowned in a swimming pool in my local community I grew up in twice. And then I fell into a creek that most kids I knew growing up, they could swim in the water. I couldn't swim back then. I fell in it. I don't know how I surfaced. I saw all white when I went under the water. I don't want to speak on some other things, but 3 other things happened, and then another thing happened. I do remember. I'll speak on that one. The other ones I really don't want that being brought up, but I touched the back of a television screen with the cap off. My brother was standing right there. I'll never forget, this left hand had holes in it. Little burnt holes. Like if you burn your hand and your skin turned a different color because you burnt it, you know, and burned it. But yeah, I could say burnt. That's what I'm gonna say. I said burnt, not burned, like y'all was taught, burnt. So I burnt. It was little burn holes, like about 30 of them. I touched the circuit board. That's what left the tiny holes. Y'all, I didn't even touch the TV. I got about that close to it, and it sucked my hand to the back of the TV. Electricity is like a magnet, and for those that never got electrocuted, keep your mouth shut because you don't know. If you've never been electrocuted, you might know somebody that was, and I'm telling you from experience, it pulled my hand to the TV. I was playing with a Nintendo, Super Nintendo back in the day, with Mario Kart, Street Fighter video game. I took the back of the TV off just to hook up the UHF connectors from behind, because the box came out the back, so you couldn't hook it up from the outside, the forks around the screw. So I took the screws out and went from the back. Yes, I was taught not to do that back in the day. I was like, man, I need this to work. I ain't got time for all that. Maybe my mind was elsewhere when it happened. Maybe I was out of my spirit. I will say this, it's a possibility that my soul left the body when I touched the TV. My brother was standing right there. All I remember is the feeling of my body rising up. I felt that, like I was getting stronger. I felt the charge. It didn't hurt. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it didn't hurt. It was electrocution. I didn't feel any pain. I didn't feel pain, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't feel no pain, but I felt the surge. Would I ever do it again? No. I don't know how I got off of that. I don't know who broke that connection. My brother wouldn't have done it. He didn't touch me with a broom or a rubber handle or something. He just looked at me and said, you eventually let it go. And then I'm just wondering if maybe I checked out and this is a new reality, and it made it look like I was fine and he back in that other realm looking like my bro gone. But there's many death experiences, what I want to tell y'all. If y'all watch all my videos, the house fire, the gun was going off, and other things like that, I've had many death experiences. And just what if I checked out in all these different realms, and I'm just in different realms checking out, checking in, checking out, kick them in, kick them out. And all them people that that knew me, heard about me passing, loved ones and this and that. Oh, he passed, he this and that. But yet to me, it didn't, because I'm still standing there talking to the same people that were standing in the presence of me when all of this went down. So I'm thinking I'm cool, I'm still here, which is why I question this reality now. It's like, damn, country shut down, we at war, this and that. It's the boom boom, because I can tell y'all right now, I can even go back to when I was a young buck in middle school, elementary, high school. I remember all them days, and I remember that. But could all of this be implanted in me so I don't realize or know that I'm gone? Am I given these other chances to keep going? And I could keep screwing up, and something can happen, not screwing up, but just accidents happen, and you check out and don't even know it. You get what I'm saying? I hope there's somebody out there in deep thought or understand what I'm going through. And this is what I don't like. The people that get on here in the comments, but I could care less, because it's freedom of speech. Voice your opinion all you want. Is he crazy? I'm far from crazy. I'm one of the smartest you'll ever meet. All right, I'm one in tune with itself more than a lot of y'all out there. A lot of y'all afraid to express and know how to not test. But how can I say this without offending y'all? I ain't worried about offending y'all. Y'all still sleep. Point I'm trying to make is oh no, I'm not in the Twilight Zone. I gotta show y'all a drawing I made too. I made a drawing of the Twilight Zone title of the show, and it's just the words, and then it say you have just crossed over into, and then Twilight Zone. I drew the little clock down at the bottom, and I don't know if I drew the hands, but anyway, make a long story short, y'all. When you are open to what's really going on, you might question reality. Is all of this a test? Is it a game? Y'all say deja vu. Google deja vu. If y'all don't know the definition of Sphinx for integrity. Sphinx for integrity, always posting the words and then the definition of it. I appreciate you for that. I salute to that. I like that, brother. I love your education when you bring in your videos. That's a channel y'all need to watch, Sphinx for integrity. Great brother. Always got some knowledge to bring to the table. And we all got to understand that YouTube is for entertainment purposes only. But there are people like me, Sphinx, TNT Life, T Electric, Eisener's Tactical Market Fan, DI's TV, who else? It's a list of us, y'all, that we always got something to say. And the world needs to hear it. And I got a lot to say, and the world needs to hear it. And if you don't want to hear it, you could do one thing: tune out. Your funky comment, I don't care about that. So even as me saying all of that, what I'm getting about them sleepers, when the country shut down, I bet you most of y'all don't even remember this. You might remember this now because I'm about to tell you, and then y'all gonna say, oh, I knew that. Do y'all remember when the airplanes was flying higher than you could see them? You see a little glow up in the sky, but did y'all notice after the country shut down? Remember when they was all circling around in the sky, airplanes, helicopters, and now they flying where you can actually see the prints and the name of the airline company on the plane? Yeah, back in the day, you didn't see that. They didn't fly that low. So what's really going on even above that couple thousand feet up? How many thousands of feet they up? They used to fly above that. Commercial airliners. But anyway, we talking about appreciate life and understand it. Whoever got the so-called human species here, they could check us in and check us out at will, and we have to accept that. You don't have to prepare for that. Live your life. Live life. Live, love, laugh, and smile. Always say that to y'all. I mean that. Live, love, laugh, and smile. But no man knows the minute or hour. Who even wrote that? They told y'all that it was in the Bible. No man knows the minute or the hour. Why is there so many Bibles in the world? If there was only one God. Why would one God make everybody speak different languages and then give everybody different Bibles with different sayings in them? That's right, because man made the Bible. God didn't make the Bible. So why are we all even reading the book when the creators love and truth and and intentions is all in our essence. It's here. We don't have to read a book to know God or to be next to God. Somebody else told me this, and I gotta say this, Stacy. You're absolutely right. Next time y'all go sitting down and y'all praying, stop praying out loud. Y'all believe in God and the devil, right? Stop praying out loud. See, because the devil talks to you. The devil can hear you in the physical. The devil can't reach your soul. He can't touch your soul. He can't have your soul. He can't have that. They lie to you. You can't sell your soul. You can't sell something. The devil can't take nothing that don't belong to him. The devil cannot. The devil can hear you when you talk to me like I'm talking to you. But when you speak inside, pray silently to your God. You don't have to be out, dear God, thank you for the food I'm about to receive this day. Lord, forgive me for the thing. No, you don't got to do all of that out loud. You ain't proving the point. Who you proving the point to? Your neighbor, your friend, your cousin because they stayed the night, your aunts, your uncles because they all in the presence? No, talk to God silent. Watch this. I'm going to say, God, I love you. I said it, but you didn't hear me, but he did. You practiced that. Say, God, I love you right now. Creator of all things, I love you right now. Guess what? You're going to hear yourself say that. Say it again. Say it again. Say it with me. Creator, I love you. I heard it. You heard it. Who that sound like? That sound like you, right? You heard your same voice, but only you didn't say it out loud. Stop talking to the devil. Talk to God. Silent. Zip it when you pray. By all means, do your praying. Stop speaking out loud because the devil was soaking it up. And he know your every move. He already know you coming to go talk to God. You don't need to open your mouth to talk to God. You can talk to God on your knees in your room, humbly, like this. I just spoke to God. Y'all didn't hear me. That conversation was not for you. It was for me and my Creator, not the world. Y'all book said be not of this world. Stop being of this world and try to impress the world and impress your Creator, the one that put you here. Live, love, laugh, and smile. That's right. Pittsburgh, May. Oh, does he still have it? Stop playing. Y'all know better than that. Love y'all. Love y'all. And if you don't love yourself, who will? You so into yourself. I heard it. You so into yourself. Listen to me. I love this body that this Creator gave me. Love y'all. Stay blessed.